Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to the pre-market report. This report is for 13th November 2024. We were waiting for the year-on-year CPI inflation data for the month of October. Consumer price index reached 6.21% on October, higher than the market expectation. Market was expecting 6% and significantly above September's rate of 5.5%. Yesterday, we saw the rise in India VIX about 2.24% and VIX is now about 14.59. Nifty is now near to its support level 23,800 levels. So if Nifty breaks 23,800 decisively, the next support may be at 23,500 level. Meanwhile, resistance we may see at 24,000 and 24,200 levels. Now let's quickly check into the global markets right now. US markets, Dow Jones future is flat now. S&P 500 is down by 0.29% and Nasdaq is down by 0.09%. European markets, FTSE is down by 1.24%. CSE is down about 2.77%. DAX is down by 2.18%. When we come into the Asian markets, Nikkei 225 and HOSPI are open. Both of them are trading with negative sentiment. As per the indication now, GIFT Nifty is indicating about flat to negative opening. Brent crude now trading at 71.79 US dollar per barrel. Gold is now trading at 2599.33 and crude oil is now trading at 68.02 US dollars per barrel. Brent crude, gold and crude oil all are trading with negative sentiment. When we come into the Indian market specific, yesterday also the FIIs were net sellers and they sold for around rupees 3024 crores, while DIs brought for about rupees 1854 crores. Yesterday, FIIs now reached only for this month. They sold for about more than rupees 25,180 crores, while DIs brought nearly 18,000 crores. Now the DIs are also becoming weaker because the FIIs is selling continuously now about a long time. So the days go by, the support by the DIs also is decreasing. Nifty 50, the Nifty 50 formed a long bearish candlestick pattern with the continuation of lower lows for the fourth consecutive sections. The momentum indicators, both RSI and MACD, showed negative crossover while the index remained below all its key moving averages, indicating increasing nervousness in the market. Now let's analyze the open interest of Nifty. The spot of Nifty is at 23,842.95 and the PCR stands at 0.51. According to the weekly options data, 54,500 strike holds the maximum open interest towards the call side and which can act as the key resistance level for the Nifty for the short term. It was followed by 25,000 and 24,200 strikes. Maximum call writing was seen at 24,000 strikes, followed by 24,200 and 24,100 strikes. The maximum call unwinding was seen at 24,800 strikes, followed by 24,900 and 23,300 strikes. On the put side, 23,000 strike holds the maximum open interest and which can act as the key support level for Nifty for the short term. It was followed by 23,500 and 24,000 strikes. The maximum put writing was seen at 23,200 strike, followed by 23,900 and 23,400 strikes, while the maximum put unwinding was seen at 24,200 strike, followed by 24,100 and 24,000 strike. Bank Nifty. The Bank Nifty formed a large bearish candlestick pattern on the daily charts, signaling weakness. The lower lows formation persisted in the fourth consecutive section, and the index now trading below its 20, 50 and 100-day EMAs with a negative crossover in the RSI. The spot of Bank Nifty is at 51,120.60. PCR stands at 0.55. According to the weekly options data, 52,500 strike holds the maximum open interest towards the call side and which can act as the key resistance level for Bank Nifty for the short term. It was followed by 52,000 and 51,500 strikes. Maximum call writing was seen at 52,000, followed by 51,500 and 52,500 strikes, while the maximum call unwinding was seen at 50,000 strike. On the put side, 50,000 strike holds the maximum open interest and which can act as the key support level for Bank Nifty for the short term. It was followed by 50,500 and 51,000 strikes. The maximum put writing was seen at 50,300 strike, followed by 50,000 and 50,400 strikes, while the maximum put unwinding was seen at 51,600 strike, followed by 51,400 and 51,500 strikes. Eicher Motors, Alchem Laboratories, Apollo Tyres, Vodafone Idea, AstraZeneca Pharma, Brigade Enterprises, Dilip Buildcon, Deepak Nitrate, and ISAF Small Finance Bank are the some of the major companies which are announcing their Q2 earnings today. Nykaa, BSE, PNB National Housing Finance, Swiggy, ACME Solar, EMS, Ashoka Buildcon are the some of the stocks which are on focus today. Long build-up stocks, Ramco Cement, ICICI Bank, ONGC, IPCA Lab, AU Bank, Astral, Dhal Bharat, Berger Paints. Short build-up stocks are Deepak Nitrate, Marico, Crompton, Cipla, MCX, Asian Paints, UBL, GAIL, GNFC, and Federal Bank. Stocks added to F&O ban is nil. Stocks retained in F&O bans are Aarti Industries, Aditya Birla Fashions and Retail, Granules India, Hindustan Copper and Manappuram Finance. Stocks removed from F&O ban is nil. Stock in news, Varun Beverages, The board has approved the company's acquisition of 100% of the share capital of SBC Tanzania and 100% of the share capital of SBC Beverages Ghana. Tata Chemicals subsidiary Tata Chemicals Europe will invest rupees 655 crores to build a 180,000 tons per annum pharmaceutical grade sodium bicarbonate plant in Northwich, United Kingdom. Profit 188%. Revenue surge 137.3%. FNC e-commerce ventures. Profit jumps 66.3%. Revenue grows 24.4%. Bosch. Profit sinks 46.4%. Revenue grows 6.4%. MedPlus Health Services. Profit zooms 166%. Revenue grows 11.9%. Ashoka Buildcon. Profit spikes 334.1%. Revenue increases 15.5%. PNC Infra Tech. Profit plunges 43.6%. Revenue declines 25.3%. Sula Vineyard. Profit declines 37.3%. Revenue falls 1.1%. All these results are for consolidated quarter 2 earnings. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and please do like and comment. It will help the YouTube algorithm. And please share the channel with your trading friends. Disclaimer: please do not make any investment decisions based on my video because I am not a SEBI registered person. I am doing this video is for you and for me for educational purpose only. Hope all you got the informations. Thanks for watching the video.